a new stage, accelerated stage, in which everything will be different from what it was, and it already is. A new time marked by three main elements that have changed it all. In the first place, the pandemic. It changed it all. And it will continue to do so. Social habits, social assistance, social relationships, exchange, humanity exchange. In the second place, world economic model and the emergence of new powers and new opportunities, new technologies that will change everything in an accelerated way, in the way that the world economy is articulated, the trade. We're going to a new world, post-oil world, that today has an enormous influence in the technology, in the technological industry of the world. And as you can see, it has a decisive influence in our country. The post-oil economy is accelerated in a brutal way. In the second place, the change in the economic model, not only in Venezuela, that is already severe and radical, but all over the world. And a third element of the new time, the new stage, which is already at a communicational and cultural level, is the social media. The impact of the communication and individual and social and familiar communication, and in the access of communication culture of humanity. So humanity only in this aspect is a different kind. Ambassadors. Humanity is totally different, only because of social media. Today, through social media, I am transmitting this speech, this event, through Instagram. And they report back young people from Buenos Aires. They're telling me here. They're looking at us. They're listening to us. Lima, New York, Chicago, Beijing, in South Africa, in Cape City, through Instagram, through Facebook Like, through Periscope, Twitter, through YouTube. In real time, I communicate and I receive. I transmit and receive. In real time, we communicate. In real time, an information becomes viral, and in real time, it stops being viral. Ignacio Ramonet says, this European intellectual, say that social media is the fifth communicational moment of humanity, and it will change everything. It has already changed everything. That's why a country that is attentive, alert to these changes, a revolution like ours, that is attentive to these changes, has to change itself, has to walk those times. They have to ride the times with the strength of its own, with the direction, with the reins in their hands. And we have to find, as a revolution of the 21st century, to be 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of the great changes, of the social changes, social political, social cultural changes, social communicational changes, technological changes that are already that have already an impact on the life of our country and humanity. I insist on this task. Our thoughts have to go further. Ricardo Menendez, you're Vice President of Planning. You have a lot of responsibility on this. Our thought has to be ahead. Our plans have to go ahead, combining with who we are, our moral, our spirituality, our values, our experience, everything we have lived through these years, these beautiful years of revolution, beautiful of historic battle. Combine everything we have been with the new, with the renewal, with the revival, with the revolutionizing of things. We cannot be stalled in any dogma of the old and defeated old left that every time is looking pretty similar to the imperialist right. We cannot remain even in some definitions that could have been made with the historical conditions of the Venezuela we lived until 2014. Either we renew ourselves or we run ourselves. The great master said this. Either we invent or we make mistakes. Either we revolutionize or we get it wrong. Either we reinvent ourselves or we get it wrong.